Assalamu alaikum viewers. My name is Sakif Fiyaz Wala, and as a part of Rehan AI teacher training course, I am back with another
Walaikum
discussion
salam.
with chatgpt. And today the topic of our discussion is how less can lead to more. So let's dive in. Hello chatgpt.
Hello, Saki Fiaz Uringwala. It's a pleasure to be here for this discussion. Less can lead to more when stripping away distractions lets what's essential shine. What's making you interested in that idea today?
Yes, I would like to start with how can having fewer possessions, commitments, or distractions actually create more freedom and happiness in our lives.
Yeah, when you have fewer possessions, there's less to maintain, less to worry about, less to lose. That alone can feel freeing. With fewer commitments, your time opens up, giving you space for things that truly matter. And fewer distractions free your mind so you can actually breathe. It's less about deprivation and more about clarity.
The next question I would like to ask is why do people often assume that having more choices, opportunities, and resources automatically leads to a better life?
Mm. It's a common assumption because we tend to equate choice with freedom and freedom with happiness. But actually, too many choices can overwhelm us or lead to regret, like wondering if you picked the right thing instead of fully enjoying what's in front of you. Sometimes abundance creates stress instead of joy.
The next question is how can simplifying our daily routines help us become more productive rather than less productive?
When routines are simple, there's less friction deciding what to do next, which actually saves mental energy. That saved energy goes into doing meaningful work instead. You're less scattered, more intentional, and that focus usually boosts productivity instead of diminishing it.
In a professional setting, if one is chasing meaningful opportunities, how can we say no to certain tasks or opportunities that we don't find meaningful?
Ah, ah, that's tough. Framing your no around priorities helps. Like, this doesn't serve my main goals right now. It's not personal, just aligned. Over time, people usually respect clarity. Saying no to things that don't matter gives you space to say yes to the ones that truly do.
In this world in which so much is happening for us, how can someone focus on a fewer goals at a time to improve the chances of achieving them?
Pick one or two that really matter and give them most of your attention. When your energy isn't split everywhere, you can go deeper, stay more consistent, and actually make real progress instead of surface level motion. It's discipline up front for less frustration later, honestly.
On a deeper level, can minimalism really lead to satisfaction, or does it depend on how we define what is truly valuable?
It depends on that. If minimalism is just about owning fewer things, it's kind of hollow. But if it's about intentionally choosing what matters, relationships, meaningful work, time to breathe, then it can absolutely deepen satisfaction. Yeah, it's really about what you value, not the number of things you have.
What about dependencies? Should we reduce our dependencies on technology and social media to gain more attention and mental clarity?
Often, yes, because constant connection can fragment attention. But it's not about total rejection, it's mindful use, short check ins, intentional breaks, curating what you consume. That way, you keep the benefits without letting it kind of creep into eating up your focus and time.
What about businesses? Do they learn from the principle that fewer products, services, or priorities can sometimes produce better results?
Some do. Companies that focus on a few things that they're truly good at tend to build stronger brands and customer trust too. Diversification has its place, sure, but simplicity can clarify identity and make growth steadier. Less scatter, more depth.
Another aspect is human relationships. What is your perspective to having a larger social network or a fewer, deeper relationship setup?
Fewer, deeper relationships usually bring more genuine support and joy. Large networks can feel energizing, sure, but depth tends to carry us through hard times. Balance matters, but if there's a tilt, deeper connections often, well, they tend to matter more.
Now, on the matter of mindset, how can learning to live with less change our understanding of wealth, success, and personal achievements?
Living with less can shift success from having more stuff to having more meaning. Achievements become about alignment with your values, not just accumulation. That can feel lighter, more grounded, and oddly enough, more abundant in spirit.
From this discussion, I got an insight that it is a comparison of quantity versus quality. Am I right?
Exactly. That's the heart of it. Choosing quality over quantity in things, in commitments, and in connections.
In the perspective of quality, how can we distinguish that something, if it is truly genuine and adds value to our lives, and something that's just adding complexity and not so much important?
A good test is to ask, does this give energy or quietly drain it? If after the initial effort, it leaves you clearer, calmer, more focused, that's adding value. If it leaves you scattered or worn out, that might be complexity in disguise.
Can you refer any other criteria other than energy? Because in today's world, when person is doing so much, he is already drained of the energy to get any sparks.
Mm. Right. That's a great point. Aside from energy, you can look at alignment with your long term values or the return on your time. Ask, will this still matter a year from now? Or is it just noise? Also, think about whether it creates clarity, not confusion. Those measures tend to tell a truer story than energy alone.
Very great advice. So, what practical steps can someone take today to identify and eliminate things that consume time without providing meaningful value?
Let me think and walk. A simple start is a value audit. List how you spend your day, mark each item as essential, meaningful, or optional. Then try reducing one big time drain this week. Also, set a rule of asking 3 questions before saying yes to new commitments. Does this fit my priorities? Will it have lasting value? What will I give up if I say yes? Then schedule what matters first and fit the rest around it. Small intentional cuts done consistently can free up a surprising amount of time and calm.
Lastly, I would ask you to leave the audience with some powerful, motivating quotes on the mantra of less but better.
Mm, Here's one. Less isn't emptiness, it's clarity. When you clear the clutter, what's meaningful finally has room to live. Small cuts, deep gains. Keep it simple, keep it true, and let that be enough.
Great session with you, ChatGPT. Thanks for today's session.
You're welcome anytime. Take good care.
Viewers, that was all from my side. Hope to see you soon with another session. Until then, signing off. Allah Hafiz.